It's always tough to know what kind of lifestyle you're going to get in different areas of town. So we're talking today about Providence versus Skye Canyon, what you're going to get from one versus the other, so that you know where you might find your best life in each of these different areas. So we're going to start with Providence, and Providence was being built in, say, 2005, 2006. The first people actually moved in 2007. And if you remember anything from 2007, you know that that was not an ideal time to be building new construction homes, because shortly after that, our housing market crashed, not only in Las Vegas, but around the country. And so construction came to an abrupt halt, which wasn't great news for some of the builders. Some of the builders actually went kaplooey and they were bankrupt. They could no longer build what they had started building. So some of the builders actually sold off their remaining lots to other developers who came along later on. Today, you would not know that any of that happened, because it is a thriving community. And one of the complaints that I used to hear from people who were looking in the Providence area was that there was no shopping. Now that has been resolved, and you will find a gorgeous marketplace on the corner of Wallapai and the 215 freeway, Beltway. That is where you will find their new development. There are restaurants, there's a Pilates studio. You are going to find most of the things that you will need in that area, in that shopping center. And Providence is really located very closely to the 215 Beltway. So if you are traveling for work, you're going to find that the commute is really nice because you have access to the Beltway right there. The other thing is you're going to find a variety of homes. You'll find townhomes. Some of them were just recently built by Edward Homes, or you may even find single-story homes, two-story homes, even some three-story properties that have those really cool party decks up on the top. You're going to find a variety of price points also. You can find starter home prices all the way up to a starter luxury price. And you are going to love all of the parks that are available, the community events that they have, and the schools there are public and charter schools, and they're really closely located wherever you are in Providence. There will be some busing depending on if your kids are going to a public school or a public middle school or a public high school, because those are a little bit further away. But if you're within, or if you're over 2 miles from a public school that you're zoned for, you actually have access to buses. So even though you may be a little bit further away from the middle and high school, bus is available. So you are going to love to be able to walk through these neighborhoods. And I think that Providence may be one of the areas of town that you should consider when you're looking in the Northwest. One final comment about Providence is that it is about a 30-minute drive to Creech Air Force Base, which also could be the reason why you see a lot of active duty military in the Providence area. And if you're not keen on driving yourself, you are a few miles away from one of the RTC rideshare buses that go out to Creech every single day. So even if you're in the military and need a location that is going to be closer, Providence could fit that bill. So contrary to Providence being built in the earlier 2000s. Skye Canyon started in the early, say, 2010s. Now, it is also a master plan community. It is a little more north of the Providence community, and they came in with a bang. They're similar sized master plan communities, Providence and Skye Canyon, but Skye Canyon came in with amenities galore. They built their epicenter, which is the Skye Canyon Park, which includes a fitness center. It includes pools. It also includes a coffee shop in their relocation center. So you are going to have everything that you need, that when you live in a master plan community, you really do want to take advantage of the lifestyle that offers. So one of the pools is a junior Olympic size pool, and one of them actually is only for adults at certain parts during the day. And the fitness center is top of the line. Not only can you go in there and do your workout alone by yourself if you already know what you're doing, but if you're like me and you might need some help, they also have trainers that are in there. They can train you on the TRX system that they have. They have weights. They have a Pilates reformer machine. There's a lot that you can do in their fitness center, and it also includes men and women's locker rooms. So you can leave straight from there, get ready, go to work, be on your way, or even on your way home from work, stop off at the gym that's right there, included in your master plan fee. And if that wasn't enough, the coffee shop is adorable, delicious, and you don't have to go through the Starbucks drive-thru if you don't want to. It is a locally owned place, women owned and veteran owned, I might add. So you really do need to stop in at the coffee shop. And then they have farmers markets, community events. They have a sidewalk chalk competition so that you can go out there and put your sidewalk chalk art on display and see if you can win the prize. There are half marathons, hiking events. There are so many community events. You probably won't have time for all of them. And whereas Providence is completely built out with homes, Skye Canyon is still currently building. So if you want a new construction home, you can find that in Skye Canyon, or even if you want a resale, you can still find that. The other area that is really great about Skye Canyon is their Smith's Marketplace. If you have not been to a Smith's Marketplace, you may, no matter where you live in the valley, you may need to travel just to come see it. There is a wine bar in this Smith's Marketplace. And when people told me about it, I thought, that's a little different. But every time I go, mostly in the evening, there are people at this wine bar. They love it. They sit, they chat, they have some little snacks, they do their shopping. This shopping center, this actual Smith's Marketplace, is ginormous. It is 124,000 square feet. You may get lost. You may need a map. It is that big. But they also have a gas station there. There's a Starbucks. There's a locally owned omelet cafe. There is a Wolfgang bakery. You may have guessed it's for your pups. There's a lot of things in this marketplace. There's also a standalone ER. So if you don't want to hightail it down to the big hospital, the standalone ERs can handle a lot of things. So you may want to just stop in there instead of an urgent care or an emergency room. They really are catering to the people who live in these neighborhoods. And you're so close to Mount Charleston that you kind of get some of the cooler temperatures being all the way north. So no matter which of these communities that you go with, you cannot go wrong. It just depends on if you're looking for new construction. If you know that you want to buy a resale home, Providence is probably going to fit the bill for you. If you're kind of torn between resale, new construction, Skye Canyon is going to have more options for you. And then because Skye Canyon is even more north than Providence, you're even just that much closer to Creech if you are active military out at Creech Air Force Base. Whichever way you go, we are here to help you find your Las Vegas home, the lifestyle that you want to live, and we cannot wait to help you on that search.